Alright, you saw the thumbnail. This is going to be a quick startup guide for anyone who is trying to set this up but is getting overwhelmed by all the directions. They are overwhelming because everything is not all in one place. And so this video is something I wish that was online when I was setting up for this thing, and now it's going to make it easier for you to set up so that you and your family could utilize this resource without like just letting it go to waste because you guys can't figure out how to set it up. Anyways, there are two people who are going to watch this video, and that are those who just want to get it started, keep everything the same as it was like straight out the package. So you don't mind if the passwords are the same as the package, the default. You want to keep everything the same as the default, which that's okay. I've been in that camp too. And there's those who want to change it and make it something easier so that the kids can log on to it easier and family and friends can log on to it easier also. And this video is for you also. I'm going to go over the easiest way to start this up, which is changing nothing first, and then I'll jump straight into using it the other way. Okay, so what you'll need if you are just not changing anything is you'll need this information card. It's the most important thing that you will need. But if you have already trashed everything and said, forget this thing, it's too hard to set up, and now you found this video and you're like, oh, I have one of these. Let's see how I can set it up. Don't worry, this video is for you as well. So if you have the startup card, this is going to be our main thing that we're going to be using. But if you have lost the starter card, you're going to use all the information in the back of the battery. Write down these pieces of information because you'll need them. I would just write this second piece, even though you're not going to need this, but just down the line in the future, if you want to continue watching this video, you'll need two codes. The first one, if you are just going to set up straight out, not change nothing, is going to be the password, which will be all numbers. 2 spaces down, there will be something called admin password, which you'll need down the line if you want to change anything. And so I'd write that down too. So you're going to put your battery in facing forward and lining up with these pieces here. And it's in. Then you're going to close it, lining up with this space here, which this is self-explanatory really, but sorry, I'm so thorough. So there you go. You got this thing closed. And then there are 2 buttons, one that says WPM right here, and there's another one that's just off and on, and you just turn that on, you hold it down for 3 seconds, which is the easiest part, 1, 2, 3, and all the lights come on. These lights all mean different things. This means like how much internet you have. If it's really green, then that's a good sign. When it's a green color, that means that you have good battery life. If it's yellow, that means that you need to charge it soon, and if it's red, it means this thing is dead. Honestly, I don't think it has a red. I think it's just green and yellow, but that really doesn't matter. I don't think so. Then this flashing light here means that you have a message from T-Mobile, which the only way you'll be able to check your messages is by setting it up with the, what is it called? I wrote it down in my notes. Web UI Manager, which I am going to show you later. But that's it. If you just want to get started straight, fresh out the package, you put this thing in, you get those codes, and then you turn it on. You're going to go to your Wi-Fi setting. Look for something called T-Mobile HotSpot. When you see the T-Mobile HotSpot, you click on that thing and it'll ask for your password. And this password is going to be the one that's all numbers, not the one that said admin password, but the first one that is the long number. Once you type that long number in, you're in. The internet is there. You don't have to do anything else. You can click off this video and bam, you're set up for this device, and you can use it. You can take it in your purse with you, and you can turn it off when the kids are like, you know, free time or internet time is over. You can turn it off, and all of the devices around the house is going to turn off, which is the part that I really like about this device. Like, if it's just for kids only, you can be like, okay, Wi-Fi time is over. You can turn it off, and every device in the household is going to turn off. All right, part 2 of the video, which is the people who are like, okay, I'm all in. I'm keeping this device and I want to set it up, and this is what I'm going to do. You're going to need 3 pieces of information. I'm going to repeat some things I came before because I want you to be able to skip to this area if you want to set up fully. 3 pieces of information you need. The first piece of information you need can be found in the back of this unit. You're going to open here. The startup card is not helpful for you because you need way more information than that card can help you. So let's just disregard this card, the startup card, the information card that it came with, because this thing is not helpful. In the back of the battery is all the information you'll need. So the first piece of information you'll need is your password. It'll be full of all numbers. And it's right below SSID 5G. So it'll say password and number. Go ahead and write that number down now. 2 spots down, there'll be a section that says admin password. Just go ahead and write that down. It'll say admin in front and then 4 numbers. All right? Now that we have that information, now that it's plugged in or loaded in, you're going to hold it down for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, until all the lights pop up. The third piece of information you're going to need now that we turned that on, it's actually in your email. Your welcome message. It will say what your mobile line number is, and I think that's important to have too. All right, let's go ahead to the web UI portion of this video. So in order to go to web UI, in your welcome message, it would have told you to go to T-Mobile.com/hotspot, and you have already figured that that doesn't work. It doesn't. I don't know why they said that in the welcome message, but you're actually supposed to go to this website called HTTP. I'm going to put it up here for you. //192.168.01, and that is the only way to log in. But the catch is you have to be logged on to this device through your Wi-Fi on whatever device you're using in order for it to recognize who you are. So if you're going to use this to set it up with your phone because it's with you, or you're going to use it up to set in your laptop, the first thing you're going to need to do is log on to the Wi-Fi hotspot. And how you do that, as I said in the previous video, and if you're technical savvy, then you probably already know how to do this, but if you don't, just for those who are across the board, in order to log into the device, you need to go to your Wi-Fi settings and look for a name of a Wi-Fi called T-Mobile HotSpot. It'll have maybe some numbers underneath it, and it'll either say 2.4 gigahertz or it'll say 5 gigahertz. And you're going to click onto that one. It will ask you for your password, and at this time you're going to use the 8-digit passcode that was in the back of your battery that we wrote down on our note pieces of paper. So type that in. I don't want you guys to get confused. After you log on to the Wi-Fi, then you log on to the website that I posted. And then you're going to see a box pop up that says that you need to log in. I'll put what it looks like up here. And now with your password, we're not going to use the number. And this one, we're now going to use that password that started with admin and the 4 numbers. And so go ahead and type in admin and the 4 numbers up here. And the second page is going to say something like old login, new login, re-enter login. And at this point, you're going to put in the admin password this time for your old login, and your new login is going to be whatever you want to choose. So you can think of a password that you will remember. And now that you're in, you're noticing, what the heck, all my devices are turning off. Yes, the moment you change your admin password, it's going to kick you off of where the device that you're using, and it'll tell you to log back in. So you'll log back in now using your appropriate login password. Now that we're logged in with our new password, you're in the admin, and you'll see up here, I'll put another screenshot, you'll see on the top that it says home, information, SMS, and also settings. Home and information are just information about the unit, how much data is being used, all that if you want to look into that. SMS is any messages sent to you from T-Mobile if they have any questions or concerns for you. And in the settings area, that's where you can do everything. It's pretty self-explanatory if you know the internet well, and I think it does a pretty good job of walking you through it. So you'll be able to change your password of what you see it as. So instead of seeing T-Mobile HotSpot, which you should see somewhere in there, I didn't do any screenshots of that because I thought, okay, this is pretty self-explanatory, this part. So you can change it to whatever you want your Wi-Fi password to be, anything. And then you change your password, which is going to be your Wi-Fi password also. So instead of having your Wi-Fi password, that long number that was in the back of your battery, you can make, to get into the Wi-Fi, a different password. And that's how you'll be able to get into that. And so that's it. You're all set up now. And you'll notice that when you change the Wi-Fi password right away, all your devices that you had connected previously with the old password is getting kicked off. That's why I said I don't recommend you logging onto all these devices if you're planning on changing it, because it's going to log it off and you're going to have to do the whole process all over again. So that is pretty much it, how you log in. And you're like, hey, but you told me to go and get that T-Mobile number as well. That T-Mobile number is, say for instance, you want to, you lose this device or you want to order more than one of them. Because the thing is about this hotspot, it's not like Xfinity. And I wanted to not like be a buzz about this device and be like comparing it to Xfinity. But Xfinity hotspot, you can go everywhere. You don't have to carry this device with you. Their hotspot is everywhere. So wherever you are, you go with it. But T-Mobile's hotspot is a little device that you carry with you. It's very archaic, but I think it's very beneficial because when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have internet. My mom did not want to get internet for us. And so as schools started changing more and being more into like internet and emailing the teachers and things like that, it became really hard for us to get homework done. We had to be at the library most of the time just so we can have the internet. And I remember one time I couldn't go to the library and I was looking for a hotspot and I ended up finding a neighbor's hotspot that was open and I was able to email my teacher, but I was literally in the corner of my room and that was the only place that we would get hotspot in the house. And we could log into our neighbor's Wi-Fi who didn't have a password, so we were able to go on and do our homework and things like that. And I thought to myself, like, dang, having a device like this in a household where your family's just like no internet or literally can't afford it, whatever the reason, this thing is very helpful for kids, like so that they're not spending so much time at the library, they can actually do their homework at home. And so that's why I wanted to make this video, because this is helpful for someone. If you can afford Xfinity, I definitely would go with them because the Wi-Fi is everywhere. You have more freedom. And for an adult that is not at home, carrying this in your bag is archaic. Like, what? But as for a kid who doesn't have any internet in the house, I think this is the perfect device because it's better than nothing, right? But yeah, I hope that this video was helpful for somebody. I don't know if I completed my last sentence, and I don't want to edit, but like I said, the T-Mobile site, the third site that you will need, it's called mytmobile.com, and from there, it's going to ask you your line phone number, which is the number that was found in your email, and from there, you can log in. I didn't particularly log in, but I did see that you needed that login password, so I wanted to let you guys know it's something that you will need, because I don't want you going to there to try to order more things and be like, what number are they talking about? It's a third number that you got through your email. And maybe if you can't find that with your plan, you can go down to T-Mobile and ask, what's the line number for this hotspot? And they will give it to you. But on T-Mobile.com, mytmobile.com, you're able to order more of these devices. So you can maybe put it in the kids' duffel bag when they go away so they can do homework wherever they're going, if they're going to a place without internet. Or you can carry one in your bag if you're really going to go in deep with this hotspot and have it in your purse. or just have multiple devices, because it's not like you can go away from this device. Like wherever the device is, the internet is. It's not something that you can go anywhere. So you'll need multiple of these, and that's how you'll be able to order them. And for me, they said that it was discounted for me. I didn't even check the price or anything, because I'm like, this is going to stay in the house and it's going to be used. So my little ones can have something fun to do. Yeah. But anyways, hope this video was helpful, and that is how you set up your mobile device. In summary, you need 3 websites. You need 3 password logins. You need a password to log into the Wi-Fi. You need a password to log into the admin, and you need a phone number to order more devices. All 3 of those pieces of information are not found on this info card. Okay? You need to find them in 3 different spots. The admin card I don't think is helpful at all. You should just take the information from the back of the battery, because you get more information from the back of the battery than you do this quick starter card. In the back of the battery, in summary, you'll be able to find your password. You'll be able to find your admin card number, and through your email you'll be able to find your phone number so that you can order more devices. So that in summary of how you pretty much log into this device. So enjoy your device, and have a great day.